the man who changed history with peace, not war. Today's leader. Today's name is Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation in India. Pronounced Mahatma Gandhi. Early life and education. Full name, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Birth date, 1869-10-02. Birthplace, Porbandar, Kathiawar Agency, now Gujarat, India. Parents, Karamchand Kaba Gandhi and Putlibai. Siblings, Laxmidas, Karsandas, Raliapben, and Gandhi was the youngest. Schools, Porbandar and Rajkot Primary Schools, and Alfred High School, Rajkot. College, Samaldas College, Bhavnagar. Briefly. Legal training, Inner Temple, London, 1888 to 1891. Marriage, Kasturba, 1883. Children, Harilal, Manilal, Ramdas, and Devdas. Languages, Gujarati, native, Hindi, and English. Career and achievements. Career start year, 1893. Early roles, lawyer, community organizer, and civil rights advocate in South Africa. Organizations, Natal Indian Congress and Indian National Congress. Movements, Satyagraha, Nonviolence, Ahimsa, and Swadeshi. Key campaigns, South Africa Civil Rights, 1893 to 1914, Non-Cooperation, 1920 to 22, Salt March, Dandy March, 1930, Civil Disobedience, 1930 to 34, and Quit India, 1942. Key dates, 1893, arrives in South Africa. 1915, returns to India. 1920 to 22, non-cooperation. 1930, Salt March. 1931, Gandhi to Irwin Pact. 1942, Quit India. And 1947, independence. Offices/positions. Leader of Indian National Congress, negotiator at Roundtable Conference, mass movement strategist, and voice of India's conscience. Imprisonments. Multiple imprisonments totaling 6+ years. Notable terms, 1922 to 24, 1930 to 31, and 1942 to 44. Negotiations pacts, Gandhi to Irwin Pact, 1931. Roundtable talks, negotiations with British Viceroy, and focus on peaceful compromise. Publications. Hind Swaraj, 1909, Indian Opinion, Young India, Harijan, and numerous letters and speeches. Honors and awards. Time Person of the Year 1930, nominated 5 times for Nobel Peace Prize, not awarded, and revered globally as Mahatma. International impact, inspired civil rights movements worldwide, influenced Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, and set moral model for peaceful change. Controversies, criticism, critiques on industrialization pace, partition policies, caste reform approach, and use of fasts as political tool. Legacy tags, nonviolence, satyagraha, self-rule, truth, moral leadership, and freedom. Philosophy and leadership. Core principles, ahimsa, satya, satyagraha, sarvodaya, welfare of all, swaraj, self-rule, swadeshi, self-reliance. Ethical tenets, simple living, self-discipline, trusteeship, moral restraint, respect for conscience. Leadership style, servant leadership, moral authority, consensus seeking, lead by example, humility in command, decision approach, conscience first, consultative, incremental persuasion, pause campaigns to prevent violence. Economic views, Swadeshi, village industries, austerity, economic trusteeship, anti-exploitation of labor. Social reform focus, abolition of untouchability, Hindu to Muslim unity, women's participation, rural uplift, sanitation drives. Mass mobilization methods, mass prayer meetings, long marches, salt march, fasts as moral appeal, spinning wheel as symbol of self-reliance. Communication style, plain speech, parables, letters, open discussions, public vows of truth and service. Influences thinkers, Leo Tolstoy, Henry D. Thoreau, John Ruskin, Vaishnava and Jain teachings, Indian scriptures, Gita influence, spiritual beliefs, Vaishnava devotion, Jain nonviolence, personal vows, daily prayer, spinning as meditative discipline. Key terms, satyagraha, ahimsa, swaraj, Swadeshi, Sarvodaya trusteeship. Iconic quotes. Be the change you wish to see in the world. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. My life is my message. Notable speeches. Speech at Banaras Hindu University, 1916. Young India and Harijan editorials. Roundtable conference addresses. Farewell speech to Congress, 1939. Critiques, debates. Debates on pace of reform. Limits of non-violence amid communal violence. Industrialization versus village economy. Caste reform challenges. Legacy and impact. Legacy philosophy. Inspired nonviolent resistance movements worldwide. Became a moral reference for peace, justice, and equality. Defined leadership as service rather than power. Global influence. Martin Luther King Jr., USA. Nelson Mandela, South Africa. Cesar Chavez, USA. Dalai Lama, Tibet. Institutional impact. Indian independence achieved through peaceful protest. Strengthened faith in democracy and human rights globally. Sparked decolonization discourse across Asia and Africa. Cultural representation. Featured in literature, films, and art. Revered in India as the father of the nation. October observed as International Day of Nonviolence. Quotes about him. Generations to come will scarcely believe that such a man walked the earth. To Albert Einstein. He led by the power of love, not by the love of power. To MLK Jr. The world needs Gandhi now more than ever. To Nelson Mandela. Memorials and honors. Raj Ghat Memorial, Global Peace Awards and statues. Gandhi museums worldwide. Critiques after death. Debates on economic idealism. Discussion of caste reform limits. Modern reinterpretations of nonviolence. Passing and legacy tribute. Assassinated on January 30th, 1948. He was mourned by millions and remembered as the apostle of peace. Legacy lives on. My life is my message. The spirit of nonviolence, truth, and service continues to inspire generations. Thank you for watching and learning with us. Subscribe for more inspiring stories and informative videos.